Alrighty. Venom G Fuel, what's happening, Brody? How are you doing? I'm sorry if you're a female. And I said Brody. They don't specify for us, so um we'll just wait for a couple more people to come in. We'll just wait for a couple more people to come in and we're gonna get started. Ooh, look at that. We ain't gonna get into that right now. Yeah, I'll just play. Good evening, Latoya. How you doing? We're just waiting for a couple more people to come in. Please announce yourself and say what's up. And you hop in. Welcome to the first ever live video on the channel. Man, this is exciting. This is actually really exciting. Nice, Latoya. How you been? What you been doing with yourself? How you been feeling? Brian, what's up, man? How you doing? Romello, Deshaun, I hope I said that wrong. I hope I didn't say that wrong. Why is the chat? Practicing. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know why, but the chat is like disappearing really fast. Deshaun, great to hear, bro. Great to hear. Yeah, it's disappearing so fast that I can barely like read. Keep up. I got this little gimbal. It's called like a gimbal. It's called a gimbal, I think. I got like a gimbal for my phone, so now I have something that I can record on and go live on and stuff like that. Who was it? Deshaun, how long did it take you, bro? How long did it take you? I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in before I start. I don't know who the heck. I don't know who's gonna be online this late, but you know this is TK hours, so this is straight TK hours. Venom G Fuel, that's what's up. How long did it take you? How long did it take you, and what method do you use? I'm just working on something here, guys. A month too? All right, neat. Sounds about right. Night owls, yeah, Latoya. Well, more like a morning owl. Thank you for sure. Deshaun. Oh, why is this? I still can't seem to figure out why this chat. Oh, there we go. I got them now. WRA. I don't know how you pronounce that. Raw 33. What's happening, Brody? All right, cool. So let's see which ones I missed. So you said what stuff? Boom. All right, cool. Say less. Who else is here? Deshaun is here. Venom Girl is here. Venom G Fuel. I said Venom Girl. I'm so sorry. Latoya is here. Who else is here, man? Say what's up. Deshaun in the building. Brian Sharp in the building. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do some TKs tonight. Scrappy, what is up with you, Brody? I am good. How you been? How have you been, my good sir? I'm just waiting for the chat to fill up a little bit because I want at least a good amount of people to hear what I gotta say, you know. So we'll work on this little J while we wait and we can get acquainted with each other. Y'all know what's about to come. Fall paper over here for me. I got a new little thing. Been meditating, taking yourself to high place. Good stuff. Yes. Keep that up, man. Keep that up. The quieter your mind is, the better. You know, the quieter, the longer you can stay quiet. Because people think it's just about being quiet. It's not just about being quiet. It's more about how long you can keep your mind quiet, you know, because when you're in that quiet mind state, that's where I can't say that's what gives you TK because it doesn't. The TK comes when you're in the quiet state because now when you're there, you're in a place where you can actually like what's the word I'm looking for? Observe these different types of energies, you know, because it's so subtle that you won't be able to be aware of it if you're like always in your head, you know. But if your mind is off, your senses are off, and you're feeling internally, you feel me? It makes it a lot better. You know, it helps you get there faster. You know, so meditation is so don't think that meditation is what gives you TK. You know, it's meditation is I won't say it's required. Yeah, Latoya, because it's important. It's very important, Latoya. It's not that right there. What you're doing, you're getting pretty close. When you start falling asleep, that's when you know like you were right about to like be where you needed to be, and like your body just translated it in a different way because you're not accustomed to it. You know, it's like being in a gym, going to the gym after never being in the gym and trying to lift like 50 pounds. You know, Venom Girl. What kind of voices though? Are they like positive voices or or are they telling you some crazy shit? But yeah, Latoya. Maybe try cutting down your meditation time. How long do you usually meditate for? You hear voices? Yeah, what kind of voices do you hear though? Are they telling you like good stuff? Scrappy, will Qigong help you develop TK? 10 minutes? Latoya, 10 minutes is not bad. You can't stay up for under 10 minutes, Latoya? Damn. That's crazy, man. You must really like naps, huh? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, naps are very revitalizing. Me personally, I don't take them. I don't take naps. I don't take naps. Yeah. Me and the money are way too attached to go and do that. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so I forgot to answer somebody. I forgot to answer Scrappy. Will Qigong help you develop TK? Yeah, it can. It definitely can because Qigong is a practice, like an energy practice, and one of the ways you can do TK is with the force as they call it in the Star Wars world. Yeah, Star Wars world. Chi in the Qigong world, chakra in the Naruto world, whatever you may call it. Whatever you may call it, but it definitely helps. Um, Probably look into not qigong. I mean qigong is great and all, but qigong is really great and all, but I think it's more of a self mastery type of technique. And I think it's more focused on like self mastery than like the like the mind powers. I mean, all of that is just like a consequence of it anyway. So yeah, there's actually another one that I've been researching heavy because it deals a lot with the telekinetic part of it. Oh, I forgot the name of it though. I think it's Nigong. Is it Nigong? No, it's a couple of because I was researching a couple of them guys. I'm getting some information ready for the next video. Um, I'm just gonna start because I don't know how, I don't want to wait too much longer, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. Well, not really how long it's gonna take, but I don't know who the hell is up and who's not up. This is really just like a test, but I also wanted to not come empty-handed and have some information for you guys. So, okay, so let's see who I didn't answer really quickly. So yeah, Scrappy Qigong will definitely help you with TK. Venom Girl, they tell you things you can't understand. What does it sound like, a different language or like more of a frequency? You know, like when you hear like somebody talk from a different country, you know for a fact that like you just don't understand the language you're speaking. But it's a different when like it's not words, you know. Is it like more sounds and frequencies type stuff? I stay home with children. She's always up. Yeah, man, these kids have a lot of energy. You gotta wear out that energy throughout the day so she can sleep. You know, she's tired in the nighttime because remember, that's a kid, so she's a pristine, clean body. So her energy centers are booming right now. So she has all that energy, and she's gonna keep all that energy. And please don't take that power away from her. Don't ever tell her stuff like it's all in her imagination or anything like that. You actually go there and investigate, you know. Dark matter and ether is in the science world. Science is not a thing. Um, they're showing science is not actually a thing. It's a tool. It's like a cutting tool. It's a tool used for like cutting open the universe to like see what's inside, see how it works. Like it's the same concept of like when you was a little kid, and like if you were one of them kids, I was one of those kids, where like you see like an electronic and like it's so interesting that you just like open it up. Like you're just like you couldn't even control it. You just grab a screwdriver or a knife or something and open it up just to see how it's made, how it works, what it does, shit like that. So science is just a tool. Science is not natural to nature. Science is a tool used to analyze nature. So there's no such thing as science. I did try one time. I felt my spirit jump in my belly and a sinking feeling, weird dreams after. Um, Latoya, you have to. I really want you to remember that these things are a lot more attached to your subconscious than you think. Um, so maybe when you're going into these things, try not to be overthinking about something negative. If you're gonna overthink, at least overthink about positive stuff, you know, because you're gonna get exactly what you want, you know, and I mean that in like the literal sense. If you wish for ghosts, ghosts are gonna come, you know. If you wish for bad things, like if you go into it thinking, oh man, something bad's gonna happen to me, then something's bad's gonna happen to you. You feel me? Because you basically run the whole show. You ask for what you get, and remember, your subconscious doesn't have a logical brain, so your subconscious doesn't know like when you're kidding or joking around or being sarcastic or anything like that. So try going into these things with a positive mindset, and if it's hard to do, then maybe lessen your practices until you can work on quieting your mind. That's what that's for. That's why meditation is so important, so that you don't end up hurting yourself by mistake, wishing for the wrong things, you know, because that's what you have, a wishing tree. You know, you wish for drinks, you get drinks. You wish for happiness, you probably get happiness. You wish for pain, you're gonna get pain. And it's not really wishing in terms of I wish for it. It's more wishing in terms of, oh man, this is an experience, and then the way you feel about that experience, you know, like saying, oh, like saying you under a wishing tree and you wish for drink, wish for food, wish for this, and you get it, and then you're like, oh, I asked for something and everything came. It must have ghosts here or something. The ghost will come. You feel me? Um, let's see. Let's get Poppin' King for sure, Bryant. Shouts out to you, Brody. I like how you're having having 3 conversations at once. I try to have a conversation with every single person at the same time so that I can answer as many of you guys' questions as I can before I leave. But can you guys hold off on the questions now, for a little bit, so I can tell you guys what I came to tell you. Boom, boom, boom. No problem, Latoya. Of course, I'm here whenever you need help. You know. And also, I created a Instagram and Telegram account for more direct messages if you guys have like concerns and stuff. They're showing us how you understand it. I mean, it's that's completely fine. You know, you can definitely use that for understanding. Just don't identify with it. That's a different story when you're identifying with it. You know, it's one thing to know what science is and still use it for just information, you know, but it's another thing when you're like identifying science with nature, you know, like when you're saying, oh, science has some kind of control over nature, or you can control nature with using science, or like any kind of stuff like that will really like make your subconscious throw your center off, honestly. The dream I always get. The dream I get always predict what happens next. It's like, oh yeah, that happens to me a lot. G Fuel, Venom. That actually happens to me a lot. I don't know how to explain it just yet, but it definitely happens to me. A lot, actually. It happens to me in waking too. Like I'll be just sitting down, and like somebody will pop in my head, and right as soon as they pop in my head, 2 seconds later they'll call me or text me or literally show up at my doorstep or something like that. And it happens like clockwork, man. Or I'll like know what song is coming up next on the radio. I don't listen to radio. Or I'll call something happening before it does. Like these days I literally sit and watch TV shows and movies, if I ever do, and I can literally call it from beginning to end. I mean, I think that's more of just like using common sense to like see like obvious plots coming, but you know, I think it still has a little bit of clairvoyance to do with it. Let's see, 100. The human body has 100 watts of raw power. We can go way higher than 100 watts, Deshaun. Don't hear. Way higher. Science also. Nah. There's no such thing as overstepping, man. And that's good. That's good. As long as you know how to separate words from reality. You feel me? Because science is just a word. You know, science is not actually a thing. Science is the title we put on cutting the universe open and seeing what's inside. You feel me? Because the only reason we know what our bodies are made up of is because it got cut open via science and then looked at under a microscope, and then they saw a bunch of things and they started naming them one by one so they know how to categorize them, you know. But a particle is not actually a particle. That's not what it's called. Atom, same thing, all of that. Everything is still a mystery. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, Latoya. Beautiful. That clairvoyance is very useful, man, because there's times where it saved my life, literally. Like, I felt a vibe and something told me just leave, and I leave. And then the next day, I hear from, like, a friend that stayed that some stuff went down or something. Like, you pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to your gut every time. I would be doing something, and remember, I already did it. It's like, lose the knowledge, then regain it. I'm sorry, my ears is like tickling. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I think it happens more in the opposite for me, Venom, G Fuel. It's more like I get the knowledge and then it happens. I don't really know how to like interpret what's happening to you. doing something, then remember you did it already. Yeah, I don't know. I'll come back to that. TK for 1 month. BK Tamil. I hope I pronounced that right. What's up, man? Great stuff. How is your progress coming? What can you do so far? Latoya, let's see. So if a person can telepathically communicate with me, I can TK quickly? Do you mean like if somebody can like awaken your TK abilities for you telepathically? Or do you mean that you're hearing somebody communicating with you telepathically, and does that mean that you're developing TK? You gotta clarify that for me. Amigo, Asira, Gira, el papel de el Psi Wheel. You just said yes, Latoya. You gotta let me know which one you're saying yes to. Is it someone is telekinetic? Both? Somebody can definitely transmit their energy and help you unlock yours doing that, but I'm not sure if just like communicating with you telepathically means that you're gonna unlock your stuff. You know, it just means that that other person can do it. You know, that I think. You know, take my word for it, but don't take my word for it because I'm not too sure about the telepathic stuff because I'm not really much of a telepath myself yet. Let me see. Silvana. I know I read that like I can speak Spanish, but I can't. No habla. I don't know if you're a girl or boy, but no habla español. Lo siento. If you can use like Google Translate or something and type it in English, that would be very useful. I would be able to do it myself, but I'm live streaming on my phone, and my phone is what I would have to use. Oh, you love that I smoke too? Then you're gonna be mad as hell, Flex. You're gonna be mad as hell with what I gotta say. And let's see, Silviano was just asking if you can demonstrate a swirl. What you mean, like PSI wheel swirl? I can do that. I can definitely demonstrate anything you guys want me to demonstrate, except levitation, because I can't do that yet. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's not something I put on the internet. And it's not something I would recommend you guys putting on the internet if you can't do it. It's like I traveled through time. That is interesting. I would really love to speak to you more about that. If you can hit me up on that Instagram, man. I would love to talk to you about that, Venom. Flex. I keep saying Felix in my head by mistake. Flex. No, I do not smoke blunts anymore, bro. I do not smoke blunts anymore. I gave up on the tobacco leaves and now I smoke joints. But anyway, let's get into the video. Thank you guys for the questions. Please put them on hold for 1 second. I have a little bit of information for you guys that I think you guys should know. You know, firstly, I want to, let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Brian. You are the GOAT, bro. Like the real life GOAT. And not like no regular goat either. Like them goats that be climbing up the side of mountains and shit. Like you that goat. But anyway, so yeah, the first thing that I want to say, I could add you to spiritual. Yeah, please do, Venom. I mean, I'm more interested in talking to you one-on-one. So if we can get that done also, then that would be great. But I definitely wanna be in contact with these other people in this group you speak of. It intrigues me, sir. He said, yes, I gave up joints and only vape. I am almost there. Not sure if I'll quit completely yet. Man, look, I feel you so much because, Pete, uh, this is where I started. This is where I started smoking the oils, and it just got real, man. Bet we can do that too, bro. Cool, cool, cool. I will. The it is of because I be forgetting. Give me 1 second. Um, it's official under. I think it's official under. I think it's official underscore TK Torch or something. I'll official TK Torch. I think it's just that official TK Torch. Um, if it's not that, just let me know in a comment or something, and I'll handle that for you. What's good, Brian? Oh, he probably laughing at the goat comment. Figured you like that, bro, because those are some very impressive goats. Um, but anyways, so firstly, I want to apologize because usually I release my videos once every 2 weeks. I started off once a week, but you know, working and grown up stuff, man. And I work 2 jobs now, so that's also why I have not been uploading as much. Also, I had some relationship problems with my 8-year girlfriend. Good stuff, Venom, good stuff. I saw that notification coming. Yeah, I had some issues with my girlfriend of 8 years, and we ended up breaking up, and she moved out and all of that. So I had all of that going on, plus work, you know. So, and that's why I decided to do the voting. If you guys can still, if you guys haven't yet, please go vote for the next video, because the next video is gonna be coming very soon. Yeah, man, flex. I don't know, man. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, honestly, and it's not my first relationship, but because I'm very like so deep into self care and whatnot, and self mastery, like I'm more in control of my emotions. So like just understanding what is going on with me is a lot more clearer now, and it hurts, man. It definitely hurts. It never won't hurt. You feel me? When you genuinely love somebody, but Lave. No, I am not a Christian. I am not religious. I was born a Christian. I was born a Muslim. I'm not gonna lie. I was born a Muslim. Um, Not by choice. You know, my mom baptized me as a Muslim when I was born because she was a Muslim. But she raised us in a Christian church. And being that I had two different, being that I had two different, I had the privilege of seeing how two different religions operate. It sent me on like a religious quest. So I ended up being Christian, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Hindu, all of that, Arabic. I looked into all of that, and I couldn't really find what I was looking for, and that's what led me to um, Zen Buddhism, mostly like Tibetan Buddhism is what I really started with, and then that led me to like Seven Rise and Obi Kinesis and all these other guys, and that's what really got me going. You know. But wait, let me see. We had some questions, I think. Boom, thank you, Bryant, for sharing that. I believe that we are all God. We are connected to one source. Yes, sir. That is. I mean, I can't say it any better. I cannot say it any better. You know, and we're literally one person, like in the literal sense. We're like one, like not in the physical sense. You know, when people hear that, they think you mean like, oh, but we don't look like alike. No, not in the physical sense. Meaning the thing that's like animating your little clay form it's all the same source, you know. But anyway, let's skip over that the little relationship, right? Yes, Latoya, I am a Gemini. Oh, let me guess, you hate me now? Happened to me all my life, I don't care. But anyways, so yeah, the reason I have not posted a video yet is because I'm waiting for you guys to go. Wait, you said yes that you hate me? What I do? Gem gang, Felix. I don't know what we did, but we did something to somebody. What's wrong with my hands? What's wrong with my hands, Latoya? Hey, takes more to know on Flex. Drop a bomb on them, Flex. Gem gang. She says she's studying. Okay, that's great. What are you studying? Oh, my hands are beautiful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's the first time anybody's ever said that about my hands, honestly. About any part of my body. Wait, no, I'm lying. I've gotten beautiful, like, cheekbones in school. They're magical. Wow. You're making me blush. Don't get tracked down, Latoya. I'll track you down and send you a fruit basket. Stop playing with me. It's praise. Pentecostal, yep. I'm glad. Good stuff, man. As long as you're happy where you at, because religion has a lot of mysticism tied into it. You know, they really like tainted religion now, because they're trying to get it to like now. I feel like now they're just trying to scare people, but yeah, religion has become something different nowadays. Now you see them on TV with a big crowd and they're on like they're in a concert. It's nothing like it used to be back in the days, man. But even back in the day, the pastor was still driving a BMW though. So that's why I never took religion seriously, man. Because in one service they'll tell us that God don't give a shit about. There's literally a verse in the Bible that says that God flipped some gamblers' tables. Jesus flipped the table on some gamblers one time, and then tell me that, and then have the audacity to ask me for money. You crazy? And I get it, or it's to fix the church, but why are you driving a BMW? You feel me? And I'm taking a bus. Anyway. But genuine religion is beautiful because it ties a lot into like mysticism also. But I try my best not to focus on religion too much because it's really tainted right now. Pentecostal, yeah, man. That was a very interesting one too. In the community section, Brian, like where you see the post and stuff. I don't know really how to explain it to you because I just got the privilege of being able to do it. But yeah. You go there in the community section, you'll see the post about the vote. Right now it has about 62 votes, which is insane. You know, I don't want nobody complaining to me when I make the video based on those 60-some votes. I was hoping to get it to at least 100, which is still crazy because that's based on what, from between 1,500 people. You know, I just wanted to get everybody. I wanted to do a video that everybody, like the majority, agreed on. You know, but it's taking too long now because I posted that vote like a whole month ago and there's only 62 votes on it. So I'll just make the video that everybody clearly wants to see. You know, Venom, good stuff. I think I saw that notification come in. I would definitely be reaching out to you. But anyway, so if you can vote, please do it because I think tomorrow I'm gonna start working on a new video, and the vote was for a telekinesis tips and tricks videos with a demonstration at the end. So that's what it's gonna be, and that's what's leading in the votes. So that's what it's gonna be, bro. Hope you feel my energy. For real. Autumn Parker, what is happening with you, man? I feel all you guys' energy, man. I feel all you guys. All I feel is positivity in this chat, and I love it. So honestly, please try Reiki. I tried it too. I'm working on I'm actually working on this secret knowledge about how to heal yourself. I found it somewhere. I don't know how genuine it is, but you know, I'm trying it to see how genuine it is too. But I've been messing around with Reiki. If I do healing, I'm gonna be so focused on it. I'm gonna be like the best damn healer in the world. I promise. Selling in the church, yep. Yep, I seen that too. They was fucking in the church. That was the worst one. That was the craziest one. It was fucking in the church. And then when I'm trying to get a little church girlfriend, I'm the demon child. But y'all fucking in the church, right? Dancing with Lucy. That sounds like a Breaking Benjamin song, Autumn. Like a whole Breaking Benjamin song. Let's see. Do you meditate with eyes open, closed? Or do you record? Flex. I do closed eyes meditation mostly, and when I'm driving or just doing something, probably even like playing video games, I'll meditate also. Because you can meditation is basically just seeing how long you can keep your mind quiet, and when your mind is quiet, that opens your awareness to everything else, you know, to more subtle things. So like, and your energy lives in that subtle realm, you know, so that's where you go to find your energy. You know, meditation doesn't awaken you. Meditation puts you in a state to be awakened. You feel me? Okay. I be seeing reptilians in your dreams. Oh, that's hard, bro. Cause you know that it's most likely reptilians running the world right now, right? So you may be onto something, Brody. Damn, I'm bugging. I just spilled all this weed. Um, yeah, you might be onto something, Venom. Shit, I would not be surprised if a couple years down the line it shows that they were all reptiles to begin with. And even freaking what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. He said he got caught saying he wasn't a human. He was like, "Yeah, I know you guys get emotional because you guys are human. I used to be human. Oh, I am human." I'm like, mm-hmm. There you go. Definitely, Bryant. Hit me up, Brody. Hit me up. Damn, bargain church. Yeah, Latoya. I gave up on that church life a long time ago though, cause it's like the church itself tells you that God said that you know your body is your temple. You can serve God within your body. So it's like it's just common sense, man. Like the way the terminology of of how like the words that they use are like structured shows that you know they mean a more they're not talking in literal sense. They're talking in code. Cause like think about it, knowledge, the apple, you know, Eve ate the apple, gained knowledge, da, da, da. Like really think about those types of stuff. Like read it and think about it in like more symbolism and not like in a literal sense, because no scripture talks in a literal sense. I know it. I promise you that. Dancing with Lucy, acid. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna check that out. Yes, we do. We definitely run the world, Parker. Do not ever forget that. Just don't go outside trying to tell people that because they run the world too, you know. They might not have some nice things to say about it. Ascend to the next dimension, yeah? Oh, definitely, Latoya. I am very happy and humbled that I can help you in any way. And I will definitely keep doing these lives. Um, hopefully you guys let me get out what I'm trying to say. I ain't even light my blunt yet. Have a great night, by the way, Latoya, please, and sleep well. I wish you positive and happy dreams. Everybody, say goodbye to Latoya. Don't be rude now. Little clear dots in the sky. I see those too. That's energy, sir. Yeah, we definitely undercover. We trust me, you're gonna see one day, and I'm gonna show you guys it firsthand because they think they slick, but they not slick. They can't hide it. But yeah, Venom. Those light dots. I don't know if you mean like those bright dots that you see from up top, but yeah, that's energy. That is a visual representation of energy. And if you look in any like energy based animation, they usually look exactly like that. No? Doesn't it usually look like that? Like little tiny bright dots? You know? I'm not too sure, but I'm positive it's energy. Because you can only see it when you really like don't look at anything. You know, when you're not looking, when you're not using your eyes, it just pops out to you. And then you see it in the dark also, it looks like static. Change for real, yep. It will. They're white blood cells. Yeah, they're white blood cells. I think that's the blood cells that like fight cancer or some shit. I don't know. Reset whole thing. Yup. Right now they're working on the New World Order, putting all the government under one, putting all the entire world under one government. That's still a big thing that's going on. But anyways, guys, like I was saying, the new video is gonna be on telekinesis, tricks and tips with a demonstration at the end. That's what got the most votes, and I will try to get that out to you guys by the end of the week. I start another job on the 5th, so I'm gonna try to get that video out before the 5th. Look at that, guys. 42 minutes, and I just finished stacking this goddamn joint. Damn, Flex, you would be embarrassed to smoke with me. And there is, I don't know if any of the guys are in this live right now, but there's people that goddamn literally was begging me in the comments to stop smoking, man. And all I have to say to you guys is, believe me, I understand and I appreciate you guys' worry. And believe me, I am working on it. This is not something I plan to be doing for the rest of my life. I just really like it. And, you know, I don't really take life that seriously, so. But I stopped smoking tobacco leaves completely. I'm only doing raw papers now, hemp. And eventually I'm gonna stop doing these and keep going. You feel me? Yeah, Felix, man. Yesterday it took me literally like all day to smoke a blunt. I started rolling it at like 5 and I started smoking it at literally 12 a.m. And I was one of these. I was stacking one of these. A little self-made cone. It took me literally from 5 o'clock to 12 o'clock to roll and smoke that blunt. And that's really because I'm needing it less and less more now. I'm smoking like once a day, twice a day for the most, you know. And a lot of weird things are happening to me too, guys. It's some interesting things that I think you guys should also hear too. Now I'm sleeping a lot less. I go to sleep at like 3 a.m. and I wake up at like 6, 7 o'clock and I'm like bursting with energy throughout the entire day. I ate nothing yesterday. The entire day yesterday. I ate nothing, and then this morning I ate a salad. And it wasn't even in the morning, it was more around lunchtime. Past lunchtime I ate a salad, and then I went to the gym for like 3-4 hours, and now I'm back home and I still haven't ate anything except that salad since yesterday, and I don't feel hungry. I'm not tired, nothing like that, man. So like doing these practices like really does some interesting things to your body. Let's see. Can we see what you can do with TK? Venom. Since you've been so nice, man, I can definitely like do a little something. You know, nothing too crazy though. Should I imagine an object moving while I'm practicing TK? Action Jackson. No, that is not the way. You do TK just like the way you move your hand or blink or breathe. You just it's really tricky to explain it, but it's like a you just do it type of thing, you know. But that's more on the mind side of it. If you're using energy, then you're gonna have to do some energy work and first find the energy, feel it. Well, you don't have to find it because it's already there. You just have to get used to feeling it, be aware of it, and then once you get aware of it, you can start learning how to move it around your body, how to charge it up, stuff like that, you know. Let's see. If it doesn't hinder you, nah. And can still do TK, then don't worry what I say because um if I'm being honest, Flex, it's smoking is actually really bad for TK. Well, not really bad, but it's definitely it definitely does not help it at all. Because burning anything, you feel me? Any kind of paper, any tobacco, anything, burning anything releases CO2 in the air, and when you burn it directly into your lungs, it releases CO2 directly into your system. And I don't know if people remember, but we breathe out CO2, and there's a reason we breathe it out and not in, and also carbon monoxide poisoning is basically being poisoned by CO2, and I think it like sits as deep as in your cells type of stuff. So that's why I'm really trying to stop or at least slow down so that my body can have more oxygen in it than CO2. So I can learn more about, because I started learning about saturating your body with energy, with oxygen and stuff like that. So I've been practicing that, and it takes like 24 hours to get rid of the CO2 that you smoked up into your system. So that's why you smoke a lot less, and it helps a lot. I'm not going to like quit. Eventually I'm planning to move down to edibles because I really enjoy edibles. Um, but but yeah, that's why I'm trying to stop, bro. Uh, the world's energy is at its highest. Stuff is about to get real, Venom. I'm gonna let you know it's not at its highest yet. It's getting there, but it's not at its highest. You have not seen anything yet. I promise you that. I have seen things with my own two eyes that I still can't believe, and I am an avid believer in all of this TK, magic, all of that, and I've still seen things that left me in disbelief. Trust me, man. This thing goes so freaking deep. It goes so deep. It gets all the way up to immortality and teleportation and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure if we tap deep enough, we'll be able to freaking travel the cosmos without needing a ship, without needing technology, just your body. You feel me? Because you can teleport somewhere, or you can probably change your, because you'll be able to change your like body structure to to like match the habitat. So you could probably change your body structure to be able to survive in a vacuum. You feel me? It's some crazy stuff, man. It's some real crazy stuff. I can manipulate time and space through my practice. I vibe through music. Autumn, that is a great, actually, that's actually great, because there's different ways that people connect in. Some people are visual learners, some people are audible learners, some people are literal learners, meaning they gotta read it, you know, or hear it or see it. Some people learn by doing it. That's me. I'm a more doing type of learner. Even though I can learn all the other ways, I learn best when I'm just doing it. You know. So yeah, stick with that if that helps you a lot. Also, when you meditate, you can use music meditation. Use some frequencies, use some theta waves, some beta waves, some gamma waves. Use all that type of stuff. Affirmations, use affirmation programmings, all that. And I have a few affirmation programmings on my playlist. So don't ever think if I'm not uploading videos that you don't have anything to watch. I'm always updating my playlist with helpful, useful videos that can help you guys with your TK. Because this is the things that I research myself to help me with what I do. Thanks for the knowledge, of course, Venom. No problem at all. I am a public servant. Any tips on astral projection? I've tried astral projection back in the day, but I was never too good at it. So I almost got it one time, but that was when I was really young. I haven't tried it ever since. Honestly, my only tip on astral projection would be to work on your mind before you try to astral project, because you don't want to see something or put yourself in a situation to see something that you're not ready for. You know, because that's a line you can't cross back. Advice you wish you knew starting TK. Honestly, the only thing that I would say is I wish I just knew that it was possible earlier on in my life. I mean, I knew it was possible because I was always trying it, but I feel like we didn't have enough information back then. And it's really because, you know, the Westerners killed out everybody with all the information. So everybody in the Western civilization never really got a chance to learn anything like that. Um, and they also did it in a lot of other countries, but my country wasn't one of those, and I was born and raised in Trinidad. So I never had the privilege of learning from gurus or anything like that, and I feel like that's what I really wish that I had beginning, you know, a good teacher, because that would have been very different. That would have changed things. Clean your lungs with herb leaf, with the herb mullein leaf. Oh, okay, okay. I'll look that up. Brian, thank you for that, man. Are you saying good night? Good night, Brody. Have a good rest. Um, wish you good dreams, man, and try your best to do some lucid dreaming. Practice TK in your dreams. It's the best place to do it. Mark Ortega. I feel like I know your name, bro. Mark Ortega. Did we speak before, Ortega? How long did I train, or how long do I train? Because I have not stopped training ever since I started. So, dude, I'm saying we need to get together for real. I mean, where you from, bro? Where are you located, Autumn? Let's see. Just your body. I've thought about what's in space to push so that you can move. Like here, we move the air to fly, but there's no air in space. I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure you can use air to fly, like air bending, but I'm pretty sure Kate's. I don't know how to say your first name, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's a female also. But honestly, you can use air to fly in like planets that allow that have air. That's dense enough to fly with. But I would say the best way to fly would be energy. You know, because you have an abundance of that. You create that. You know, so even in the vacuum of space, you'd be able to fly with energy. I'm pretty sure. On top of the fact that you just float around in space anyway, so all you really need is a propellant. You know what you can use energy to do. Check out Abraham Hicks. I think I have already Autumn, but I will definitely do that. I remember his name though. Thermal Mermaid. What's happening with you, man? How are you? How have you been? And what's going on with you now? What's going on with your practice? I astral project once, but couldn't leave the universe. Why would you try to leave the universe, G? Oh my God. I mean, what I feel like the first time you astral project, you should at least just like walk around or fly around a little bit. Don't you leave the entire universe, man. That's some scary stuff. What if you don't? What if you can't find your way back? Alabama. I'm in Jersey, bro. I mean, hopefully, because I'm trying to create a really different type of world, man. A type of world where we can like live without the tricks and deceivance of currency, you know, because currency deceives a lot. You know, that's the basis of a lot of problems is lack of currency, and people think that they need currency to be happy when their financial problems isn't really problems. You know, it just means you don't have money. The second you get the money and you pay up everything that's stressing you out, then what? You know, now everything is out the way and you're just bored and you don't know what to do with yourself. You feel me? Mirror gazing, can you elaborate a little bit on that? I'm not too familiar with it. I am not too familiar with it. Can you please give me some examples of what mirror gazing is? Alright, time to spark up. Oh wow. Dead lighter. Eep. Yes. That's what I was missing. The propellant / energy source. I'm going to try it in my next meditation. For sure, man. Try everything. What does it feel like when you do telekinesis? It feels like I don't know, like more like exciting. I don't know. Because when you get excited, when you get too excited, let me say, when you get too excited, it kind of like detaches from you because usually excitement follows oh my god, you know, and like oh my god is in your head. So usually when you get excited, it just like immediately stops. So I'm starting to try to like train myself to not get excited when I get a move that I'm looking for, or a certain type of movement that I'm looking for. Because then as soon as I get excited, it stops moving, you know. But if you're using energy, then you will be feeling something in your body, in your hands. It'll either be a tingling sensation or a buzzing type of sensation. It could be cold, it can be hot. Look for heat mostly because that's usually what comes to the surface first. The more hotter energy, which is masculine energy, which is yang energy. Give me 1 second. Which is masculine, which is yang energy, and that's more solidarity. That's more tree trunk, like being rooted, being strong. Like when that's balanced well, you feel strong, you feel confident, you feel rooted, you know, grounded. You feel like strong. And when you feel cold, that's interesting. That's an interesting feeling. Hold on to that, because the cold is more important than people think. People run away from the cold, but if you get in touch with the cold, that's because cold is yin energy. That's the feminine energy. And it's not, when you say masculine and feminine, don't think in terms of oh he's a dude and he's a girl and she's a girl. No, masculine and feminine. I'm just using that to to explain the differences of it. You know, I'm not trying to separate the energies because they're one and the same. You need both of them. You know, but the yin energy is the spiritual energy. The yin energy is if you want to get in touch with like real spirituality, like ghosts and shit like that, master the yin energy. Yin energy is the more spiritual energy. I put it in quotes because you know the words. I try my best to enforce that. Don't identify with words. We just use words to explain what we're trying to do. So, but yeah, yin energy is more creative energy. You know, you feel real creative when it's balanced. Um, more emotional energy. You know, so okay, let's see. So yeah, you can feel cold, buzzing, heat, tingling. You feel me? Especially in certain areas of your body, like your forehead. If you feel tingling in there, then you're coming from your third eye chakra. If you feel tingling in your stomach, then you're coming from your solar plexus chakra. You know, if you feel tingling right below your navel, then you're coming from the dantian. You know, and like just paying attention to stuff like that will help you understand and know, first of all, which of your energy centers are open so far if you're doing energy work, you know. So mirror gazing is where you stare into a mirror at yourself. They say you stare through your soul and you can talk to your shadow self. I don't know about like the shadow self and whatever, but I do mirror gaze. Um, I just didn't know it was a thing. Like people actually do it. I mirror gaze, but I don't do it for like that purposes. Um, my mirror gazing is more for observation purposes. You know, I just look at myself and just like I just like I look at myself. I don't know how to explain it. I just look at myself, man, and I just take in just the majesty of what I am and what the world is, and you know, just like me looking at myself and just thinking, not even thinking, just knowing, understanding that me, like not me, just my body came from all of this. You know what I mean? Like I am part of the universe, and then I start tracing that back. You know, like why do I think I'm part of the entire universe? And I tell myself in my subconscious why, because at some point something exploded or whatever happened. You know, a part of space lit up because it reached critical mass. You feel me? And then that's when the source consciousness opened its eyes for the first time. You know, and then just the need to see itself caused a chain reaction that created me. And these are the type of things that I be feeling when I'm mirror gazing. I use the word feeling because I have to stress not to be in your brain, not to be thinking. Your brain has to be off and all of that, even mirror gazing, I'm sure. But I just didn't know people do it, you know? I just do it to motivate myself, honestly. Because I just look at myself and I really like take in and understand that I really don't understand what I am and where I came from, you know? And it brings a certain type of joy and like and balance to my life, I guess. Let's see, tingling, okay. Don't just look for the tingling. More real. You know, it's different with it's different with different people. With everybody, it's different. You know, you may feel some differences, but it's usually along the lines of buzzing and tingling and stuff. I feel more like subtle vibration. That's what I feel, and sometimes it feels like something is like crawling up my arm, like there's like a big something around my arm and it's like crawling up my arm. Like it feels different every now and then. But the little subtle vibration is mostly what I feel. And I feel like when I'm doing TK, my feet go cold as shit. It gets like cold, like ice cold. And my upper body is all warm and shit. I don't know how to explain it. And then when I stop the practices and then I focus on like keeping my body warm, my legs warm back up. It's the weirdest thing, but it's cool though. It's pretty damn cool. When I was little, I saw Star Wars and I wanted to use the Force. So for a while, every day I held a ball in my hand while I tried making it float. When I tried showing my mom, she said I was imagining and I gave it up. Yeah, man. It's usually our parents that mess us up. Because I had the same thing, and my mom would tell me stuff like that too. Like, it's just in your head. And I lost it all. One of my biggest things was I could daydream. You guys ever heard about daydreaming when you just sit and your eyes are wide open, but you start thinking about something and then you start thinking so intensely and then before you know it, you're like there in the location you was thinking about, doing exactly what you was thinking about, and then somebody like calls your name and snaps you out of it and you're like, oh, you feel me? And like for literally for however long you were dozed out, you were literally in a whole different like dimension. That ever happen to you guys? That used to happen to me like as a kid a lot. And my mom like used to tell me, oh, you lack what you gonna call it? Attention. Yeah, you have a short attention span, you lack attention. Da, 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 da. So I started working on you know, paying more attention, and eventually I stopped being able to daydream like that because it used to happen involuntarily a lot. Sometimes I can do it voluntarily, but a lot of the times it was involuntary. I became my shadow self. Now we're on. Good shit, Autumn. Good shit. Shadow. I haven't done extensive research on like the shadow stuff. But I did like a little bit. But I don't really know much about it though. So I just thought about it right now and found your channel. That's what's up, man. I'm happy you're here. Deck Clinch. That's a legendary name right there. I appreciate you for being here, Brody. I radiate massive amounts of heat. Sometimes just learning to direct the energy. Yeah, this is another black saying. This is another dope ass name, by the way. Um, that happens to me too, especially like in the center of my back. Every now and then, like I get like a big burst of heat, and it happened to me in one of my videos actually, and I posted it, and it got so hot that my allergies started like going crazy, and I started sneezing and stuff, and I had to like step outside for a second and cool myself down because it was just like immediately just boom, and my whole body was just like burning hot, but it wasn't like uncomfortable heat, you know, but like that sudden change of like temperature like messed with my allergies a little bit. uh yes sir, Autumn. Let's see. I felt like a magnetic sensation if I put my hands together. That's the pull force right there. That clinch. When you like put, but like if when you feel like that pull towards your hand, that's your pull energy. So you can probably that's probably strong within you. Work on that a little bit. LOL. Can you find a lighter, please? Oh man, Deshaun, man, you are funny. I honestly, because I'm trying to read all these messages and reply to everybody. Like I completely forgot about this blunt in my hand. But I will. I will. I have a couple of them. Close but not touching. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the pull energy. That's the pull force. If you can work with that a little bit, feel it a little bit. You know, just pay attention to it, and eventually you're gonna find where it's coming from. You're gonna find its source. Um, Yeah, sometimes magnetic, but usually lots of heat in the face and the stomach and pulsing. The stomach, that means solar plexus chakra. So look into that. Solar plexus chakra. Black sand. So you can either be coming from your solar plexus chakra or your dantian, your lower dantian, if you're feeling like pulsing from your stomach. But it could be the chakra though, because it's usually it's the chakras that pulse, but I feel like any energy wheel pulses, and even though the Dantians are like energy storage units, I feel like they're still like basically energy wheels because you can put it in and you can also take it out. So yeah. Yes, exactly. Look at your beauty exactly because we're all one. Yes, Autumn. Please keep educating these people in the chat. Saying yeah. Okay, he's talking to Black Sand. Yeah, it's crazy. Boo boo boo. Okay, I used to daydream. 2 hours just messing around on Yo, and I found on Yo. I'm assuming you meant on YouTube. And I found your channel now. I'm really interested. Do you have any tips for me? Are you just starting, or Jerdix plays? I'm trying to pronounce these names. Let me know, bro. Did you just start, or have you been practicing alone, or what? I'm like a really beginner of TK. I started like 3 minutes ago. Do you have any tips? 3 minutes ago? My tip would be stick to it, man. Stick to it. Consistency breeds progress. Just stick to it, and don't get discouraged because you're not getting any results. Always remember that some of the best TK users in the world right now it took them years to get there. You know, not saying that it'll take you years to get there. It took me a couple months to get there, but that's after years of doing other stuff like self care stuff. So I was meditating already back in the day. I was practicing a quiet mind already. You know, I was practicing stuff like um astral projection and shit like that, but I wasn't doing it like consistent as I'm doing this now. So that's the difference. I only started getting results when I stayed consistent. And the second I did it, it's the second it opened up for me. So like it'll literally open up instantly the second you get it. So trust me, it's worth it. Alyssa Kira. Huh, what's up? I think I said your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Well, what's happening with you this fine morning at 12:45 a.m.? I appreciate you for being here. Missing sleep to be here. But what's good with you? He's a little behind. He will get to you, bro. How do you meditate properly? Practice to move objects. Okay, so debt clinch. That's a great question, bro. Because a lot of people get mixed up in that area. So, um, firstly, you have to understand that meditation does not awaken TK, telekinesis. Telekinesis is a consequence of having a quiet mind. Meditation gets you to the quiet mind. Meditation is how you quiet your mind. The longer you can stay quiet, meaning your brain is completely off, not trying to stop thinking, because then you're just trying to stop thinking. But once it's quiet and you're not wasting energy overthinking, that energy will be, because everything is energy. Everything is energy. So thoughts are energy. Me doing this, the hand going up and down, that's energy. It's just energy that's so packed tightly together that it seems solid. You feel me? Nothing goes through it, but it's energy. You feel me? Everything is energy. So you have to think of everything as energy. You feel me? So when you open up your mind to, because that's what getting, let me back up a little bit. When you meditate and you practice meditation, it gets you to that quiet state, that quiet mind where where no thoughts are popping up, nothing like that. And then you keep meditating, you practice staying in that state for longer and longer and longer and longer periods of times, right? The longer you can stay in that state, the better chances you'll have of finding what you're supposed to be looking for, right? Because it'll just jump out to you. You feel me? The longer you can stay in there, in that state helps you feel out the subtle universe around you. You feel me? And that's where your energy lives, in the subtle realm. You feel me? It's so subtle that it's kind of like forgetting you're breathing. You know, like when you breathe, you know you're breathing, right? But when you're not thinking about breathing, you're still breathing. It still keeps going on automatically. You feel me? And it's something like that. It's kind of like that. You feel me? Your energy is always there. It's always on, always doing what it's doing. You feel me? But you're unconsciously controlling it and you don't even know. And for some people, that means stressing, you know, and that will deplete your energy. For other people, that means, you know, being really positive minded, and that'll give them a more burst of energy, a higher boost of energy. You feel me? But when you're quiet in the mind long enough, you'll be able to start to notice what's going on in your body. You feel me? What's going on with your energy and stuff like that. And when you feel that for the first time, you'll understand. You feel me? That's all you need, one time. You feel me? Because then, how are you supposed to find something you don't know, and you don't know what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like, you feel me? So the first step is just finding your energy. You feel me? It's already there. So let me stop saying finding. Sorry, not finding, but noticing your energy. You feel me? It's like if you like hold your arm out like in front of you, and then like you focus in on your arm to the point where you're in your arm, you're like your whole consciousness is in your arm, and like you just sit right there. You'll start feeling the air running on your here on the hairs of your arm if you have hair on your arm. But if you don't, like you'll feel the air running up and down this up and down your skin, bro. Like you'll feel it, and usually that's energy. If no wind is blowing, usually that's energy. But yeah, basically all you have to do is be quiet enough. Always remember, meditation does not equal telekinesis. Meditation equals a quiet mind state, and a quiet mind state equals telekinesis. That's why meditation is important. Meditation doesn't teach you how to be telekinetic. Meditation opens you up to accepting the telekinetic world, because the telekinetic world is already there. You just can't perceive it yet. So I hope that helped you. Okay, let's see. The viv. What do you mean? What do I want to do? If you're talking to me. Morelli, creation is good. I'm happy that you get it. Just practice, man. Practice hard. So I don't know like what to do when with my hands, like I am over here doing wand hand movements, trying to move foil. You're overthinking too much, man. Remember what I said. Telekinesis lives in a quiet mind state realm, the subtle realm, and you can only access that in a quiet mind state when you're not thinking. If you're thinking about what to do with your hands, or how to move your hand, or that, then the only thing your energy is getting spent on is those thoughts. Because remember, everything is energy, so that means you need energy to do everything. So even the thoughts, when you think about something, that's your body producing the energy to have those thoughts. You feel me? Everything is energy. So, and also energy attracts like energy. You feel me? So if you give out, that's what if you give out negative energy, you're most likely gonna attract negative energy back. You feel me? So if you give out like overthinking energy, most likely you're gonna fall deeper and deeper and deeper into overthinking. You feel me? Plays. So to answer what you should be doing with your body when you're doing TK, you should be doing nothing with it. Nothing with it. Or you should be doing whatever your body wants to do. You feel me? Don't think about it. Don't think about it too much. I practice and should learn, and that helped me find chi. That was about 10 years ago. Sweet, man. Do you do videos, Autumn? Because I would definitely love to see some videos of what you can do, man. Thank you for the answer. No problem. That clinch. Anytime, my man. It's manipulating matter around you. It's a state of being. Definitely. I hope you understood it, players. You hit up my Instagram if you need some help, when I'm not online. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to do with my hands. Why are you so worried about what to do with your hands, sir? Stretch them out, stretch them towards the object. Put them at your side, and hug your body. Do something. Just don't think about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't overthink it, because the second you start thinking, TK is impossible, because it'll never leave your brain if you just think about it. And as far as your subconscious goes, if you think about moving something, then you already moved it. You moved it in your head, and it'll never come out to here. You feel me? So don't think, don't overthink, don't think at all. That's what you should be doing with your hand, not thinking. And your belief. Thank you, Autumn. Yep. If you don't believe that it's gonna work, then it's never gonna work. It's like going into an exam, believing you're gonna fail. You're most likely gonna fail. It helps to believe in 100%, have 100% conviction in your belief of telekinesis. watching a lot of telekinesis videos helps a lot too, because it helps train your mind to get used to seeing that and get used to identifying telekinesis as real, you know. Yes, I thought it's easier with your hand. It is. It is. It's just that you're overthinking what to do with your hand. You know, you'll never know what to do with your hand because you've never done it before. You feel me? You'll know what to do with your hand the first time you know, access your energy. Because if you're doing it based on mind and not energy, then you pretty much don't need your hand. And even with energy, you don't need your hand, but you got to learn how to move the energy first to be able to move it towards the object and whatnot. Thanks for explaining it to me, bro. Of course, that clinch anytime. You can play Psi Wheel live with us. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I'm over here answering questions. You guys did ask me for a live demonstration, so that's great. I will definitely do the Psi Wheel vid. Black saying, will you do a demonstration? Yeah, I know you guys been waiting on this demonstration, but I'm trying my best to answer everybody. And is there a difference between when you move something and trying to levitate something, or is it just directing energy? It's just directing energy, man. But I'm positive there's like different ways you can implement it though. Like if you use push energy, I feel like you would have to like push left and right at the same time to get the levitation effect. Only because that'll like make like a snapping type of effect. But that's if you're using push energy, you know. If you're using pull energy, then you can just put your hand above what you're trying to levitate and then activate your pull energy, and the item will just float up to your hand, stick to your hand. If you're using mind, then it has nothing to do with energy at all, directing anything like that. It's more like you, let's say you're levitating the foil. It's more like you are the foil, you are the levitation, you are everything that happened in that process. You feel me? And when you identify as such, it's almost like whatever it is becomes part of you, you know. It becomes your hand, it shares your consciousness, all of that. You feel me? And then you can manipulate it as much, because it's not really much of manipulating. Um, it's more like teaching it, you know, teaching it how to use its body now. Once you give it life, you know. It's some pretty decent stuff, man. Is an extension like a wand? I love your what are you talking about with the extension? I'm lost, Parker. I appreciate that, man. I love all you guys' energy, man. You guys are keeping me. Usually I'm up this late, either meditating, doing TK, or playing video games. One out of the three. And yeah, I got some vids on my channel. You can hit it up. Definitely. That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna definitely hit you up. I'm definitely give you a sub, man. Hopefully I like what I see and we can like practice together on live or something. I've been definitely looking for like a TK buddy to practice with, because don't nobody in here like around me do TK. They just see it, they're like, oh my god, that's crazy, and then they move back on to like living life on the internet. I find levitation difficult. It needs a lot of energy. Yes, Viz, that is true. So if you're a beginner, you should not be trying to levitate anything, because you're just gonna make yourself angry, I think. He said, I'm trying right now, but I can't focus the mind enough to move the piece. And this is why I put the swing your arm type of technique forward. It's because one of the best telekinesis, one of the best TK users in the world right now used that exact same technique, and one of the current best one also that's still active used that technique also, learned from the guy that used that, and I learned from both of those guys that used that. So that's why I put that forward, because it worked for me, you know. And I keep telling people and they keep forgetting that the whole purpose is to make like an ear current to push the stuff, you feel me? So swing hard, you know. But and what they'll realize is that pushing even like a piece of foil by doing that is a lot harder than it looks, man. It's a lot freaking harder than it looks, and it just looks different over the internet, and that's what it looks like. You're swinging your hand really hard, really fast, over the internet, just because of how the like camera is faced and whatnot and whatnot. But I'm really not moving my hand a lot. But at first, when I first started, yeah, I had to swing hella hard, man. And now I can just do this, and the shit'll fly right across the table. You feel me? So, and also it'll give you some. It trust me, plays. It'll give you some motivation, man. I'll show you what I mean right now, actually. Um, extension, talking about your hand. Oh, I get you. I get you. I get it now. I get it now. So yeah. You can basically use your hand basically as like a wand or something. But it's your hand, so it's not technically an extension. It's just part of you, you know. And the extension of the wand would be extending the wand as your body. So you would see it as part of you also. Seeing it as an extension is seeing it as being separate from you. And that does not work at all. It will never work if you're separated from it. I feel like the only way to do TK while still in the mind state of you're a separate being from everything else in the universe would be using energy, you know. Other than that, you gotta be connected with everything, man. In a literal sense, you have to look at something, look at a piece of foil and see yourself in it, you know. And I don't mean like resemblance, you know. I just mean like the fact that we both came from the same processes. You feel me? But let's get this on. The reason why I have not gotten a goddamn demonstration popping is because you guys keep asking questions. And you guys know me, man. I am all for answering these damn questions. All day, all night. Until I go night. I'm just playing. Alright, so let's get on to the demonstrations. Let's see. Bro, torch, while I'm trying it, my hands are like cold. Is that a good start? Yes, sir. That is a freaking, that is a great start. Cold energy is yin energy. If your hands are going cold, that means some energy, that means you have some yin energy moving. I think I forgot, but I believe that the yang energy goes down the front and the yin energy goes up the back, I think. Alright, Flex. I mean, you say don't mind us, but then if I don't, I'm gonna be backed up so far that, you know, I just want to make sure I answer everything in real time, you know. You did tell me go get a lighter. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me? Oh, I just got it. Watch this, guys. Let me see. Thank you, bro, for making my night. Love you, man. For real, already been sub for a minute. You been, man, understood. I appreciate you, Autumn, for sure, man. For real, for real. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being part of the community. And I really appreciate the fact that you think I made your night. I think you made your night, but I will take it. I will definitely take it. But yeah, let me get to this. I'm trying to light my blunt real quick before I get to this demonstration. But watch this. Empty lighter, right? Empty lighter. I'm gonna invoke some fire on this. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get it. Because remember, this is not lighting because the gas is done. So if I get fire to pop up here, you guys know. You guys know. Oh man, this shit is hurting my finger. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm not that advanced with the pyro yet. I'm gonna let y'all know when I get to the pyrokinesis levels. I mean, you guys will know, because seriously? My ex-girlfriend got the lighters in the breakup. I'm so serious too. Yes, sir. I do gotta shake it. Let me try that. Let me try that. You're right about that. That shit do work. It ain't working. It ain't working. This gonna work. You gotta be kidding me. What is this done too? That's how you're not smoking tonight. I got a torch. That shit not even working. Bro, what? This is a sign, man. 3 fucking lighters, not one working. Well, guess I gotta light it over the stove. Fort lighter. Man, this is not life. Am I supposed to light my damn blunt? 5th lighter. That shit ain't working. And that lighter literally just died, bro. This shit literally just died. Alright, y'all. Fuck this. I'm about to go just light my blunt on the stove real quick. Y'all know that sound. I got this shit lit. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, that stove is a lifesaver. That electric stove, a lifesaver. Okay, so I have a mask here. I feel you, bro. I fucking feel you. Black Saiyan. I'm about to go Super Saiyan 2 right now. Alright, so I got a mask here. This is gonna be for when I'm doing the Psi Wheel. You guys know I don't give a shit about masks and shit, but you know, just to ease the mind of some skeptics. I don't know if y'all could tell, but the boy been in the gym too. You feel me? I've been honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I've been focusing more on self-mastery than TK. Only because they both tie into each other, so that's why I've been working out a lot. Shit like that. Okay, so I got the mask, right? I can even move this shit with it. Let's later for that. So who was it? It was plays. Okay. So the first thing I'll demonstrate is for JRDX plays. This is what you start with. You get you a little foil paper, regular paper, any type of paper. This is raw paper. And I gotta make sure it stays lit, because then I'm gonna have to run back to the Give me a second. Alright, get you any one paper, blah blah blah, and you just wanna just swing your hand like that. Just purposely create like a wind current to push that shit. You feel me? It's because of the. Make sure it has like a good. Damn, it went out. All right, I'm gonna light that after the thing. Make sure it has a good. What you gonna call it? Shape, so that it can catch wind. You feel me? I had my shape a little flatted out because I practice with it flat. You know, with people that say, "Oh, it's the shape of it picking up the wind," or whatever. But yeah, make sure you have a nice little shape, or you can also, because I have a whole bowl dedicated to TK stuff. It's just a big bowl of TK stuff that I do TK with. You feel me? Got regular papers, and you know you can fold them like that or whatnot. But any of those, right? And you want to just push your hands. You feel me? Just push your hand in a way that it'll make like actual wind. You know? And then what you would do is, because it's harder than it looks. This is moving pretty easy because I'm putting some energy into it, but it's harder than it looks. So you're not gonna easily get it to move really far. You feel me? It'll probably just like slide there or slide there. Like it won't go too far unless you do some crazy shit like that. You feel me? But you don't really need all that. You know? You just need enough, right? So you give it enough, and you'll realize that every day that you're doing it, eventually you start needing to swing a lot lesser to get it to move. You feel me? It starts reacting to your hand when you put your hand down, it'll react to your hand. You feel me? Or you'll be like about to like throw your hands and it'll move before you even bring your hand down. And shit like shit like that. Like your energy will start leaking out because of the motion. You feel me? Because of the motion, your energy will start leaking out, and then eventually it'll start becoming like muscle memory. You feel me? You won't consciously know what's happening, but your body will remember what's happening because there's memory can be stored everywhere in water and in your cells, all that. You feel me? The heaviest thing I've ever pushed, empty cereal box. I don't know if a bottle is considered heavier than a cereal box, but I've also rolled a bottle, spun a bottle. Both those videos are on my channel. The spinning of the bottle was earlier on in my TK days, and then the rolling of the bottle was later on. What else? I knocked down my lighter at one time, but I can't recreate it for the life of me. The lighter's pretty heavy. It's pretty fucking heavy. But anyway. Okay. And eventually, JDRX, did I say it right? Eventually you get to like, you just, really not really much moving. I haven't even warmed up though. Give me a second. That's how I start feeling the energy flowing. Deep breaths, one in through the mouth, out through the nostrils. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. My bad, I'm sorry. You breathe with your body, more your gut area, and then feel like your whole body breathing with you. If you're breathing and your shoulders go up, that's not an effective way to breathe when you want to do these practices like that. You're breathing and your chest is expanding and your upper body is going, no. Your stomach, when that expands, you're breathing right. And just feel that shit just gushing through your body. You feel me? So that I didn't even move my hand. Right? That's all I did. Right? This be for the wind skeptics. I flattened it a little bit. Look how flat it is. Alright. How long have you been at this? This reminds me of aerokinesis. Have you tried anything with wind yet? If I'm being honest with you, no. I've not tried aerokinesis yet. No, I am definitely lying. I definitely tried it, but I only got as far as like trying to summon up the energy. Give me a second. Flex. That was flex right there. Give me a second. But I do have like instances where I'm like walking outside and like I feel like a tree snap to me. Like I feel like the tree literally like snapped to me without, it's not even touching me. And then I turn around and I literally see the leaf like snap back like that. You feel me? And like that's like nature energy, I believe. And that has to tie into like aerokinesis and stuff. So I feel like it'll be pretty easy for me. Cause I don't know how much it has to do with anything, but I am a wind sign, so you know, Geminis are wind signs. But yeah. Just for the wind skeptics, we're gonna push flat foil paper because they're always like, oh, it's wind because you have it's folded in such a way that it'll pick up the. And then you ask them to do it and they can't do it. Anyways, hope you're watching, Jitter Sir. I don't know what your name is, bro. Right? Straight flat stuff. Flat surface. Boom. Let's try the bigger one, huh, shall we? Oh, wait. I'm supposed to reply to flex. I knew it. I think you would be very strong in aerokinesis. Yeah. I have no doubt that I'd probably be, because I have like continuous, like really like weird occurrences with winds and stuff. Like one time, where was I? I don't want to lie or over exaggerate. I think I was sitting somewhere indoors or something, either that or in a car or something, and like I literally started feeling a stream of heavy wind like right in front of me. And it's like there was no like vents, no open windows, no nothing, and it felt like I was driving with the car window down. You know, the wind was literally blasting me in my face, blasting me in the body, and like for the life of me I couldn't find the source of it. Like some weird stuff has happened to me with wind and stuff. Flex. Does TK get annoying? Yes. Well, I won't say annoying like in a bad way, but it would be times where like I'd be practicing and my energy would just like get out of control. Like I won't be able to control it anymore. Like I'll be like sending it towards the object to move it like right, and it'll move left instead. You feel me? Or I'll try to push it forward and it'll be pull instead. It's like, it's not annoying, but it is like, God damn it, why are you like out of whack right now, you know? Like, why can't I? But it's important to always remember that stuff like that weakens your telekinetic connection. So I try my best to stay positive every time stuff like that happens, and it's still pretty cool, you know. Especially if you like swing forward and the goddamn thing comes backward. I think that's like confirmation right there that you actually have some energy flow going, you know. Because everybody can do it. Everybody has energy. As long as your eyes are open and you're animated, you have energy running through you. So, let's see. Are you strong? Electrokinesis, I think also a complex things. Have you tried out biokinesis? I'm like a pretty old school guy. I was born in the '90s, so I only know like the old school ones. I don't know like brand new ones. I just learned about autumn kinesis. Uh, but like for me, they're just basically all like a bunch of different words. Honestly, because really the only difference in all of the kinesis is just how you use it. You know, um, con- um, psychokinesis is psychokinesis because you just influence objects directly. Um, hydrokinesis because you're using telekinesis on water. Hydro, you know, it's pyrokinesis because you're using it to meddle with fire. You know, it's autumn kinesis because you're using it to like mess with stuff on a like biological scale. I think because that's where you erase clouds and shit, right? Autumn kinesis. Electrokinesis, you're just using telekinesis on electricity. You know, it's all based. It's all one power. You know, it's just using it in different ways. So there's not like a certain level to unlock a different type of telekinesis. No, it's just like if you're strong enough to influence electricity with it, then you'll be able to. You know. So no, that to answer your question, no, I've not tried biokinesis. The only kinesis I've tried so far is telekinesis. There's some gurus on YouTube who teaches a way to lock your root chakra when you do something like this. And I accidentally made a paper towel roll far down. Oh, can you KD? Can you KD like Kevin Durant? Can you tell me which guru specifically? Get me like a link or something, a name or something, man. I would definitely love to watch that. I'm gonna go ground cut my energy be up there. LOL. I'll be sending you my energy, so be ready. Thank you, Autumn. I will be waiting patiently, very patiently. I think I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm doing everything you're telling me to do. The foil would do a little shake. Exactly. See what I'm talking about? It's not that easy, is it? So that should tell you once the foil starts moving, it should automatically tell you, hey, I'm doing something. I'm actually doing something. You feel me? If anybody, don't listen to nobody that can't repeat what you just did. Don't ever. You feel me? So the second you start getting your movement, only open your ears and your emotions to the people that's helping you get there. You feel me? Don't ever open your energy up to energy vampires. Somebody that's just there to prove something, just to feel better in themselves for not believing in themselves. You know, and that's not your problem. They'll wake up eventually when they're ready to. You're ready to wake up, so you do you. You feel me? See, solar flare hits Earth today. It's about to get real. Oh yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. I heard biokinesis is dangerous as hell. All these kinesis are dangerous, bro. I can't stand Psi Wheel. At first, I could neither, bro. Honestly, the air condition turns on and bland. Turn the air conditioner off, cuz. Be. You could be hot and do a little bit of kinesis. Yes, it is all just psychokinesis. Yep. It's not really kinesis, it's just a force, man. It's a part of the universe that you can access because you are part of the universe. And we just call it kinesis so that we know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. That's all words are. That's all words can do. Title things and categorize things. That's what words are for. They're meant to separate stuff. You feel me? So don't ever identify with words because you're not separate. And the second you start thinking you're separate, telekinesis is impossible for you. Let's see. Bro, conscious creating is where it's at for sure. For sure. Master Shri. Oh, I have never heard of them. Thank you so much. I need to write that. Oh, my phone. My phone is what I can probably just go back and chat. Already. Thank you, Katie. I will definitely look that dude up. Peace, 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 love and chicken grease. Later, Autumn. Are you leaving? Sleep well, man. See, that shit was just stuck in my elbow. Let's try this. That's beautiful. A nice little big piece of foil. It's like I be like so into it that I try to have like continuous smooth movements with my hand, like how they be on like cartoons and shit. So that's why I be looking like I be swinging my hand, because I'll do this and then I'll like pull my hand back hella quick and dramatic, like you feel me? But I need to do that because that's how I have fun, you feel me? What do you feel when you move it? I feel it. That's what I feel when I move it. I feel this. I feel this, and I feel it like here. Sometimes I feel it here. But like mostly I feel it on my arm, my hands. Like from where I'm projecting it from, I usually feel it from there. Like if I'm projecting it from my palm and I move it, I like feel something on my palm, you know. Right? And somebody asked me for a PSI wheel. Because I think empathy towards the object. Empathy towards the object is more for telekinesis using mind, you know, using not the force, because the energy is a force, and your energy can deplete to the point where it's zero. And if it's zero, you're dead. So using mind will be more useful. Would be a more useful, what's the word? More efficient way of doing telekinesis. Because, you know, mind is how you move your body, and you can move your body all day. You feel me? So you can do TK all day using your mind. I'm trying it, and more nothing is happening. Just keep going, man. Keep going. First time I did it, I was getting zero, too. Also, I was getting zero for years, man. I was getting nothing for years. It's when I, like, learned the swing hand method, that's when I started getting movement. And everything started happening. Ooh, yeah. I feel that shit sticking in my hand. You saw how you jumped just now? You came right off that table. I'm gonna get that levitation soon. And I want to use the big foil. And see, I can feel energy in my hands. Refine that feeling. Tap into it. See if you can move it around. See if you can take it from your palm and put it in your arm, and then see if you can bring it from your arm back into your palm. That's how you learn how to move your energy, for me. How to direct it, and that's important. But yeah, I'm doing the big foil paper for the PSI wheel, because you know the small one is lame. I done mastered the small one. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. It's easier than you think, man. It's actually pretty. That's the one thing I hate about it. That's the one thing I hated about how long when I started doing it, how long it took me to learn it, is how simple it was, man. Because it's like I could have done this whole freaking time, man. Yes, sir. All you gotta do is lock onto the feeling and just feel it in a different part of your body. It's very simple, man. The problem comes when you start trying too hard. Alright, cool. So let's get to the Psi Wheel Demonstration. Oh, I'm gonna stretch it. So, yes, sir. I'm very happy you get movement. 3 times. There you go. Keep at it, Brody. Keep at it. It'll start refining for you, becoming more defined, and you'll have more control over it. That's why quieting the mind is so important. Exactly. So this type of PSI wheel is different. This is what I use my PSI wheel for. That's why it's in this shape. These is the shapes I use for like pushing paper and stuff. But this is like my PSI shape. I tried pyrokinesis back then. To heat up things, nice. But this shape has advantages, you know, because it catches any draft of wind pretty easily because of its shape. So I saw some other guy doing the dome shaped PSI wheels, so I decided to do one, and it's big. It's really big. The reason for the size is so that you can actually notice if like wind hit it, it'll literally like rock that like on the pin. You feel me? If it's not rocking like that, look at that. Look. I feel it sinking with my finger. That's pretty dope. But anyways, and it has like a little dome shape, so that if like air hits it, you just see it lean like that, as opposed to just spinning out. You feel me? So it has its advantages. And I don't really use masks, but I guess I'll use a mask for the sake of the video. I'm sure you guys can see I like to be different, so my masks are black. I had a thermometer, so when I move the energy around my hand, so you try to move it out of your hands, or crazy, I never realized I could move energy. Yeah, that's how you do TK, man. Using energy, you have to move the energy physically. If you can't get the energy to its destination, then the energy just never leaves your body, you know. And you have to project the energy outward for it to influence anything out there. So to answer your question, basically you just have to experiment with it, because it's not what you would think it is. You know, some people would think just to get to push something you would have to blast it. You know, just blast the energy out as hard as you can. But it's not like that. You know, it's not always like that, because you can literally put your hand right here and then activate your push energy, and something will fly across the room. You feel me? It's more like magnetic poles than like gush of like wind that is gonna push something or something like that. I would say practice more in the art of feeling it before you start trying to move it outward. Try feeling it in more intensely, more aware, more there. You feel me? Try feeling it in your whole body at the same time. Try feeling it in your legs only. Try like putting it in your dantian and stuff like that. Really explore it to the fullest. This is correct, right? Boom! I found my go-to hand movement. Got you. Good. Hand movement. It's so good now. Good shit, Brody. Good shit. See what I'm talking about? Don't think about it. When you don't think about it, stuff start happening. And when stuff start happening, you start making progress. Let's get through this. I want to settle myself a little more, so I'm going to close my eyes for a second and do like some quick mind quieting. My brain isn't running, but I am using my brain so that I can reply to you guys' questions as accurately as possible. So I want to just take 2 seconds and turn my mind off real quick. Who knows, we might even be able to heal ourselves. We can actually. I ran into a technique on how to do that, and it's supposed to be some secret or anything or something, so I'm just researching it more to see if it's like facts or not. So before I even tell anybody else about it. So, but it is possible though. Immortality is possible. Ready? I think I have enough. I have enough to move this PSI wheel. I'm gonna start with my hands. Right, go. I'm gonna try the smaller one. It's a little bit difficult to move this one right now. Probably didn't have enough. It's cool though. Good stuff, bro. They keep going. Keep going, because the second you feel it, it becomes so obvious to you that, like, all you can do is feel it after that, you know? Playing with PSI wheels are really fun. It helps a lot with control too, and it helps you figure out how to, like, direct the object, because it's more of a feeling than telling. You know, you're not like telling the object what to do. You're more feeling the object moving the way you want it to move. You know, and it can get tricky, but you just gotta stay focused. Water. Hell yeah, Flex. Hell yeah, bro. This is not even level one, bro. I'm not even on level one. Trust me, bro. Level one looks real crazy. I should have been getting full revolutions already. When I'm really charged up, when I'm really charged up, I'll be like knocking the foil off of the needle without having to touch it. I just sit there for like 30 minutes, just like inching the freaking um, foil off of the needle. It's pretty cool. I recall once fighting one PSI wheel with a guy. I agree one more. Do clockwise, the other does counter. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I do multiple ones when I practice also. You should try it. My hands and my wrists, good stuff, bro. Keep going deeper, deeper. Ain't nothing to be scared of, man. This is all you. That's been there the whole time. So why would you be scared? It's been there the whole time. And honestly, with these demonstrations, I can tell you put in a lot of mental discipline. Yeah, bro. You can build your discipline by doing regular stuff. Go to the gym. The consistency is where you build your discipline. You know, the days you feel like, oh man, I can't do it, you still go. You feel me? Because you don't build discipline and mental strength by doing shit you like doing. You feel me? You only do that doing shit you don't like doing. Shit that's hard. Shit that you consider hard at least. You still moved though. From desktop, yeah, I was getting it to wiggle a little bit, but usually I get it to like keep spinning like continuously. You don't get the same results every time you practice. Like myself better with this. Like with what? Light exercise here. These friggin' foils be sticking to me, man. Go for it, man. Go for it. Yeah. Okay. Now it's going to my forearms. Good shit. Good shit. Go deeper. Deeper. And yeah, being on live stream also like factors in. I'm sure. Because usually the shit that the more crazier shit that I do usually happens when my camera's off. And then I get mad because it's like, God damn, I should have recorded this shit. But hey, you only you need to see it. You know, you only need to show yourself it. That's all. You don't really need to convince anybody else, because this is for you. You know, it's not for anybody else. Yeah, just explore with it, man. Explore with it. You have to learn how to do the microcosmic orbit, which is charging your energy. It doesn't matter if you can feel it and then push it out in your body. If it's not like layered enough, it won't be like potent enough. You know, you got to charge it up, and then the higher your energy is, the heavier object you can move. You know, so that's what you do next with it. But I say still keep feeling it, man. Keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't know much about calling your energy back to you, but if it's anything like the microcosmic orbit, then yeah, definitely. I'm trying to rev it up a little bit. I would feel like okay, I'll check that out definitely, man. I would definitely check that out. It sounds interesting. Sounds like it's something very useful too. Useful to have. Um, like you said, at the way to with meditation, but how meditation can help me to do that. What are steps to do telekinesis? Trick. Um, I gotta take my mask off for this, cause Oscar. First of all, this is not a trick, sir. It's not a magic trick. It's not a regular trick. It's no type of trick at all. Please make sure you understand that. I'm still working it up my arms and stuff, bro. Just keep going deeper, man. As deep as you can go. Oh yeah, don't. Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing with your energy too. Because remember, energy is your life force. You hit zero, you're dead. So you have to know how to cultivate it properly. That's also why I said don't just go shooting it out of your body without knowing, what to do with it yet. Because you just shoot it out your body. Now you're just draining yourself. He said that it helps because it quiets your mind. If you think too much, you won't be able to. Yeah, Oscar, Flex pretty much hit the nail on the head. I thought my friend to call my energy back. She did it once. Got home from work and it made her dizzy. Yeah, some people aren't ready to get certain levels of energy, man. You have to be careful with energy. It can be very beautiful. It can be very dangerous also. It's a sharp tool. I'm sorry, I didn't know what word to use. Just be yourself, Brody. You don't got a lie to kick it. Kendrick taught us that. You ain't gotta try so hard. We love everybody around here, man. Use whatever words you want to use. Just remember that this is not a trick, because that offends people. Not saying that I'm offended. I'm just saying, just don't use the word trick. Makes it sound, But yes, to answer your question, okay, can I ask you to try something? For sure, Brody, Katie. Let me answer Oscar's question. To answer your question, and to add to what Flex said, basically meditation helps you get into a state to where you can feel your energy, and when you're able to feel your energy, that's when you start knowing, period, because you can't know if you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know anything if you don't know anything. You feel me? Like, if we didn't have phones, we wouldn't have anything to compare to phones, you feel me? So we wouldn't know what phones are. Or if there were no females, we wouldn't know what a male or a female is, because then there would be no female to compare a male to. If it was always bright outside, then we would not know what dark is, because there's no dark to compare to light to tell the difference. We would just think that, I don't think we'd be even thinking about the light if it was just light every day. Hey, move to Alaska, you get that. Definitely get that. But yeah, man, just it helps you get into a state that you can do telekinesis from. That's the best I can put it in layman's. Okay, let's see what you said, Katie. And just so you guys know, I am gonna end the live in a couple of minutes, because I do want to finish this blunt, and I gotta relight it in the kitchen, and then I need to eat something and go to sleep, because I still have eaten just one salad for 2 days straight, and I haven't eaten yesterday. I ate one salad today. I'm still going, man. I came from the gym. I'm wide awake, and I feel full of energy. Just do these things, man. These things help a lot, because I'm sure I'm running off of like straight meditation energy right now. So when you are moving the object, can you visualize an extremely bright light between that and your hand, like a light so blinding that you can't see? Actually, it does help, Katie. It really does help. But that only works for people that are like strong visualizers. And I'm not that strong in visualizing. When I lost my ability to daydream, I lost my ability to visualize. So I do TK based on feeling, That's but I am working on my visualization. Working with the third eye and everything to strengthen my visualizations, and that is actually a great way to do TK also. But there's a thin line between visualizing and just thinking of something in your brain, you feel me? So you do have to be careful about that. The visualization have to come from the same place your thoughts come from. They can't be thoughts, because if they are thoughts, then they're just empty energy, you feel me? They have to come from where the thoughts come from. But that helps a lot, actually. That's actually how a lot of telekinetics do it. They imagine like a light coming out of their hand, a specific color, and that's usually how they like cultivate their energy and do the microcosmic orbit and all of that. No problem, Oscar. Just practice, man. Keep practicing, and you'll eventually get some progress, man. It took me like 3 years to be a strong visualizer. Yeah, man. Sometimes I feel ungrounded. I feel you, bro. Cause, man, I'm so mad that I lost what I had. Cause what does it mean when your head tingles? It means you're engaging your crown chakra. I just tried it and it made my head tingle. Yeah, that's That's crown chakra. And remember that chakra deals with spiritual doorways and stuff. Also, so be careful, please. Please do your research on it before you go deeply into it, because there was I noticed one girl who was practicing, and she was practicing opening her third eye, and she had never done any kind of meditation or any kind of chakra opening exercises or anything like that. And she was just like a really strong believer and a really strong visualizer, and it worked for her. You feel me? She opened her third eye, and she started seeing shadow people, and it scared the bejesus out of her. Scared the freaking bejesus out of her, and she didn't know what to do. And I honestly, I don't know what happened to her. She just disappeared from the internet. She disappeared from YouTube. She disappeared. I still have not been able to get through to her, so I don't even know if she ended up in probably like a mental institution or something, or what happened to her. But yeah, man, shadow people look crazy. I mean, I don't really know much about them, enough about them. All I know so far is they're just fucking scary. They look scary, like really scary. So just be careful, please. Don't engage you sound like you have very active chakras, so I would say start from the bottom, go up, because they're in that order for a reason, yeah. That's what's up. So spirits, so they are living things, because ghosts are just like projections. They're not real. Spirits are real. Still don't know much about like how spirits can influence the physical though. So I'm gonna definitely start making videos on stuff like that. But people seem to only want to see the TK stuff. So fade to someone who used to be alive. Yeah. Yeah, it's more for me. For me, it's more like how can they influence like the physical. I got a crystal for every one of the chakras. Start from the root, go up. You can't start from the top and expect good things to happen. Start from the top, and every other chakra at the bottom of it is closed, and expect good things to happen. It's not gonna happen. They're in that order for a reason, so go from the root and then go up. And this is my baby right here. This is a rose quartz, a big rose quartz. This is how you know that they're authentic. Even in 100-degree weather, they're ice cold. Ice cold, because I think they radiate yin energy. And this one is ice cold. Rose quartz deals with the heart chakra, for those who does not know and wants to know. I know shadow people feed off fear. Got you. Christianity answered my hardest question, and none of the occult teachings could answer the endeavor. Rose quartz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love the rose quartz. Love keeps us alive, man. And real love, not that mushy, trendy stuff that you see on the internet. Real love. Knowledge, and yeah, man. The Pope was cited freaking floating around in his chapel and shit, bro. I'm telling you, religion ties into mysticism a lot. It's just that they like, I don't know in what century, but in a certain century they took all of that religion and shit and just twisted it into something like really like not cool. If you put a rose quartz on your chest, it literally vacuums out negativity. That's been latched onto you. Yeah, man, I love the rose quartz. You know what the best part, the number one thing I love about the rose quartz is you cleanse it with smoke. One of the ways to cleanse it is with smoke, and I'm always smoking, man. It's probably why I'm so happy all the time. Abundance, well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know your stuff. And that's why I bought like the rose quartz the biggest, and the rest of them is smaller. Because, you know, the rose quartz, I feel like the heart chakra is the one thing you can never go wrong with. Catholics. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. I really appreciate you guys for coming through, hanging out with the kid, me. Moonlight, yes, sir. This was, as you guys know, a test. A very successful one, I'm sure. Oh, baby cakes, come on. How you hopping when we leaving? You done missed everything, baby cakes. You gotta go back and watch that thing, okay? And hi to you, shout out to you. Everybody say hi to baby cakes before we leave. It's okay, it's okay. This was just the first one, the first to come, the first of many to come. Martin, say hi to baby cakes. Everybody say hi to baby cakes. She came late. We'll give you a nice little standing ovation. My rose quartz said hi, baby cakes. Where'd Martin go? Martin, where you at? But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you guys for actually staying here and for 147 minutes too. Nice. Nice, guys. I'm putting in some time. But I appreciate you guys for coming through, staying up so goddamn late or early, whichever one it is. And tolerating me, man. Hopefully I can see you guys on the next one. Hopefully we can get a bigger turnout on the next one, because I want to speak to the people, man. I want to really bring awareness to what we are, who we are, and what we can become, you know. And with this, we can like become like a really, really strong society, man. And we can reshape society completely. So I appreciate you guys for being interested in it, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Always check out the posts, the community section. I'm gonna be using that a lot, because why not? And it's gonna be my main source of letting you guys know what's up beforehand. And the next live will be more intuitive and more engaged, you know, because I wasn't planning to do no demonstration and stuff, but you guys asked so nicely. So DTV, yes, my guy, you're doing well. Watching you has helped me a lot, bro. I'm sorry, man. DTV, you came late. Everybody say hi to DTV. You came in a little late, man. We are closing it off now. The Telegram, you're gonna have to find that, man. I think it's like Torch or TK Torch or something like that. I don't remember, man. I smoke too much weed, that's what it is. That's why I'm trying to stop. Even my lighters think I should stop. But anyways, guys, have a good morning. It's probably 1 o'clock by now. We need you, Jesus. Why are you guys up this late? Go to bed. I feel too energized when I'm close to my crystals, or when yeah, man, these crystals are legit. They're very legit. They are very legit. So good night, guys. I kind of don't want to leave, man. This was fun. But anyways, guys, have a good one. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Don't smoke weed if you don't want to. If you do, though, if you do, though, hit the kid up and let me know how that shit was. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Have a great sleep. Dream good things, dream positive things, and dream lucid.